Good morning, everybody. This is Eric with Aviator in Illinois, and you might notice in the background here, we're not in the hangar. I'm not hanging in the hangar. I'm gonna take a look at this Bryant heating and air conditioning unit. This is, we're gonna take a look at the heating part. It's supposed to get down to single digits this coming week, and we're gonna need a little heat. We do have another unit over here and then one in the hangar, so we're fine, but it'd be nice to have both of them working. So let me turn you around here and take a quick look at this. Thanks for stopping by and welcome back. So let's turn this around and see what we get into here. So just looking at a little heating unit here. Don't see no flame. This is a gas-fired unit, so here's the fuel inlet regulator. We got a stack switch because you want to make sure the blower's blowing on the exhaust. And I've got an indicator down here blinking. Should be some kind of code. 1, quick one, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if I can find a manual for this thing. And there is the gas in, and flue stack, fresh air intake, and then exhaust out. So not a lot going on here, but I'm gonna need to decode this circuit board down here and see what this thing's trying to tell me. So I'll be back with you. Let me go see if I can find a manual on this thing, and if not, I'll have to get on the internet and see what we can come up with. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Not really sure we have a drain here. So we're gonna need to, maybe it says this side up. I need to disassemble this to get past here. And this drain elbow. Okay. Now we're into the brain box. We got relays and all kinds of stuff. And when we turn the door around, you just slide the door over here in front of it. Come up with all kinds of LED codes and service status and some stuff we need to check. So that's what we're going to do. We'll look at the L1 and L2. Here's L1. And L2 should be common right here. So let's see if we got some power there. We'll turn it back on. And then we'll check for some DC voltage and see if we got all that going on. I heard our thermostat click on earlier, so that should be good. So, yeah, we'll be back with you. So let me check some of this and we'll see what happens. Make sure we got power. Ooh, no power. Now we got power. So we're feeding this switch first, safety switch. So we know we got 112 volts, 120 volts going to the board. That's good. Next step, let's see what it tells us to do here. Continuous on, rapid flashing. We don't have that. Oh, I'm gonna need some tape or to choke them out down there. Resetting this thing, we should be calling for heat. So we have found a couple Bryant heating and cooling systems manuals. We have a D code on the back side of the door. Sorry about that. Let me get this turned around. So the access panel. And we found this may help us out. Should be some kind of chart in here though, so we can decode what our flashing LED was doing on our processing unit. And that'll tell us, I do know that we do have a blower motor going on, but I don't know why it was firing. I have this thermostat upstairs, which is connected down here. It's an input, and I have got that set on 80. Actual temperature in the house is 71, so we'll go from there and dig in a little deeper. Be right back. Alrighty, back again. So here's what we got. We got a fresh, let me get my pointer here. See if I can do some of this. We have a fresh intake pipe right here, and which will suck cold air in from outside. But what that little devil is doing is providing oxygen for the flame in here. Well, this was full of leaves, of course. So had a little critter down. It must have got down in here. So we took all this apart, suckulated all that out, and got this cleaned up. So now we got good fresh airflow with this pipe. Here's our exhaust. Keep from killing us, and our carbon monoxide going back out. It's a gas furnace. And we have a thermocouple back in behind the heat exchanger back in there. So first off, we turn the blower on. Theory of operation, turn the blower on and get some air moving through the system through a dirty filter, which needs to be replaced. So this isn't part of the furnace, it's another piece of the unit. But gotta replace this, clean this out, clean that out, and replace the broken part. We'll get to the broken part. So theory of operation, once again, is we just push air out, circulate it throughout the house. Then we start our firing sequence. So we'll turn on the fresh air exhaust, the exhaust motor, make sure we make the stack switch and make sure that we can push out the carbon monoxide. Once that times out, or times through the CPU board, central processing unit, determines that that's all good. And this sequence is all started by these wires right here on a thermostat. When the temperature goes below its set point and the differential setting on that, then we fire gas. Once we fire gas, make sure we got flow, and then we fire the igniter. And here is the igniter, which is back up on that end of the furnace, actually the combustion chamber. So right up in there on that red part. So then we fire the igniter, then we fire the gas. Then we need to see flame with this other white wire here. You can see it right there. It's next to the red one. There's three of them. Ooh, that's hard. Up there it is. The white wire, which is a thermocouple. You see it sticking out. Got a lot of light. Sorry, it's just back over there in the corner, right where I got the light at. You'll see a little piece of metal sticking up, and that's the thermocouple. And it wants to see heat, so make sure you're going. And if not, then it'll turn it off. I think it's 5 seconds. It'll turn the sequence off, then it'll pause. It'll try it again after 3 failures, and it goes into lockout mode. So that's what's going on with us. The igniter right here, so I'll see if I can come up with a part number off of here and save myself a little money. So have to have an exit so we can blow. We can put our foot over the register and make sure that we're feeling the heat blow out of the register. But to make sure we create a flame, and we'll go from there. Gonna order 2 of these, maybe 3 or just 2. Have another unit just like this one right around the corner. Oh, right over there, right over there, right down below over there. So got 2 heating zones in this house. So, mystery solved, and all we gotta do now is take it out and see if it'll run. So order parts and see if it'll run. See ya. Okay, so we got the pieces that we didn't need to make this thing run, but this obviously will make it run better. The filter, hopefully I got the right one. It says it's a 213 April Air. We'll see what we got. Appears to be the right one. Oh yeah. So airflow, we have a directional. It does matter. Huh, weird. It's just flowing that way. And the one on the bottom, oh, never mind. It's got it flowing the same way. So air is blowing that way. So there we got a dirty one. And here is the clean one. So that'll just let more air flow if we ever do get to that point. So let's change these out and we'll see what happens. Have the other unit over there to change out too. So that's all the updates I got so far. Waiting on the igniter, and they're just snapped off, so we'll see what happens. Welcome back. I'm really hoping this is what I think it is, because we are currently in, according to the news, once in a generation weather phenomenon. It's cold, so it's looking pretty good, like it might be. Let's keep going, see what we got. Hopefully it is. Oh, I see wires. Yay! We'll keep going here, and hopefully this is an igniter for the furnace and we can stay warm. So, yep, there it is. So let me take it downstairs and we'll get ready to install this. Be back in a bit. Okay, I got some gloves on. I'm not sure. Here's the old one. If skin oil will hurt it, you can see where the flame was hitting it and knocked it off. So yeah, that's probably not good. Well, let's do a preliminary check. Ooh, a couple wire nuts. Won't need those. We have a quick disconnect plug. So let's do a preliminary check and see if we got the same thing. Ooh, that one doesn't have any identifiers on it. We probably are to save this plug unless it's on the, nope, not on the igniter itself either. Same size, looks to be the same flavor, so we'll give that a go. I will save that plug though, so we'll know what to order next time. A couple things here is got a bracket, got some light, and position myself better, so looking and seeing what I'm seeing. This will snap in and then go up, so this should fit through there. And well, so that I can figure it out, I'm thinking we go up like that. Oh, maybe it'll just go down and sit on it like so. Maybe it's a little off. It doesn't quite fit the bracket. Let's see about the other one. As it goes down and slides right in. Ooh. So we have a little bit difference in the size, but costs 20 bucks, so I'll make it work. Let me, I'll get back with you after I fit this together. So that's gonna slide down. I'm gonna put a screw in it, and that should be that. Then we put this bad boy back together. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so what I did now was just clearanced the bracket to the profile or shape of the, just missed the tolerances on the new replacement igniter. We'll get the screw back in it. Just a longer one. Makes sense. And we'll get to see if we can get this button up here. So just put the screw in it. That's all I'm doing. So this will go up in the heating unit or combustion chamber, and we should just turn it on and fire it up, see what happens. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. So if you can see that white porcelain thing behind that green wire, that was the igniter or glow plug or whatever, and that goes up into the combustion chamber. That's what was wrong with ours. You have to be real careful with that when you install it. Had a little trouble with the bracket, but we're all set now, and that was the trouble. So I'll get back to you in a second. Just wanted to show that to you. And then let me show you around front. That's an access panel. So it's up in behind right there. It's tough to get to, but, and as you're looking at the front of it, it's back in behind the box. So yeah, that's the rest of it sticking down up there, all the way back in there behind the green wire once again. So that's it. Be back with you shortly. So sitting here relaxing, trying to organize some things on the phone, and just one last update on this repair. Heating unit is done. Struggled with that. Ordered one online that was a little bit different in size than, that the original or OEM original equipment manufacturer replacement parts. So probably, I don't know where it come from. It didn't have no stampings on it, so probably came from a foreign supplier. Would not fit, couldn't really tell what was going on. Finally figured it out. Ordered another one, which probably would have had the same problem, but would have compensated for that by adjusting the combustion chamber receiver for the glow plug, or if you want to call it, it's an igniter that lights up, and then the gas flows and it catches on fire. And once the heating unit actually thermocouple senses that heat and it turns the blower on, then you're in good shape and you got heat. So everything's working fine, got it all figured out. Borrowed a igniter off of a ex-technician, retired technician, neighbor, HVAC technician neighbor. He had a couple extra. Fortunately, it was the same size and flavor that I needed, so it went right back in. So going to go with him to the parts store and replace his loaner to me, and he should be in business. So dropped a couple photos of the temperature. Yeah, once in a generation temperature. So, and we're down one heating unit, but yep. Emergency averted, and we're all set. So that's it. See you on the next video.